Alright. Yeah. Okay. So. I probably should have streamed this part. I think the finale's ready to go. I've been still talking to them every day, and everyone is at liked. We've been flirting a lot with Quincy. Oh god.
Please select destination.
Here you go, like, look at this. What for fuck's sake? The thing is, in reality, Quincy is probably the person I'd actually dislike the most out of all of them. If I had to tier their personalities, it probably would be... I find Ari difficult to talk to. She's a fun person to watch, but she's not fun to talk to. Eleanor, probably number one. Then probably Arthur. Then Ari. You're difficult. But you. Then Amir. Then Quincy. But hey, look at this. How do you do it? I don't remember what that means. Magic. End of conversation. That was earlier today, and I know what I did wrong. Let me translate it. Translate. Text language. Fuck off. Hey. Quiz. Right, it's detecting as Filipino and it's translating it to English as just is equiz. I got is from that. Okay. What is babas? Babies. That's from Afrikaans. Like, so this is why I don't use Google Translate. I thought Google Translate was good for like single words, it's sentences where it fucks up, but nope. Entiendo. I understand. So no, I don't understand. Yeah, Spanish, right. Well, actually, okay, so if I said to Spanish, and then oh yes. Okay. Terrific. So I still don't even know what she was really asking me, but I felt like asking her might be a little bit rude, so I just responded with magic, and I don't think she liked that. Wait a second. When is Valentine's Day? Is Valentine's Day an actual day, or is it just, does it change every year? Valentine's Day. It's always favorite. Okay, so her birthday's on Valentine's Day. Wasn't she modelled after Pablo's mother? This is going to be very awkward for Pablo. Yeah, I do think Eleanor's my favourite. Which I feel bad because I haven't played Nyx yet. But anyway, so I got the thing, I clipped it. I did clip it when it happened. But I got on today. Yesterday, I think it was, I got... Yeah, yesterday I got...
Select destination.
Letty. Letty was the first one I actually got to liked somehow. I think it's because of her bounties. And then today, it just went through a fucking gauntlet of getting everyone one by one up to max. Which is funny. Yeah, so I got her like yesterday or 2 days ago or something, a little while ago. And then today, just all of them. Suddenly. So yeah, we're ready to go. But before we do it, just before that, I want to do my daily faction standing. So a bounty board, survival, no. Assassinate, no. Actually, all things considered, survival would actually probably take the same amount of time as an exterminate. Both take about 5 minutes. But it'd be more annoying, to be frank. Problem is, I don't want to romance Samir. But also survival as sight will be very annoying. Maybe we can try running a different frame.
Yeah,
I would
I'm
gladly use sight
What's
until the heat death of the universe. So I fucking love this frame. I really hope DE continue with this trend. Also, I think this is new since last stream. The new build here focusing on elemental damage. To give it more AoE. So like gas clouds or blast procs deal more damage, I think. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, this is literally just Brozyme's build. I watched Brozyme's videos and I like him. I used to really, really hate Brozyme. But I think he has mellowed out over the years. He used to be, quite frankly, a bit of a prick. At least that's how I used to see him. I don't know, his older videos, I don't know, he had a bit of like an attitude or something, from what I remember. So, there was something I disliked. Maybe he was just like overly critical of a game or something. Like critical of things you don't need to be critical about. Shit like that, maybe it was. Regardless, I watched his videos in 1999. I watched a good chunk of his playthrough of the quest, and I liked it. And his guides were informative. So yeah, this is just his build, which I wouldn't run this. I would still run my build in like a survival mission, but for like general exterminate and stuff, his build is better because it has more punch through. That's it. His build has less energy problems and it has way more range, so I'm much more likely to be able to actually shoot my targets, which further confirms that it is just really buggy. I should have clipped it, to be honest. I have some outrageous clips where I shoot like 5 people right in the head in a row, very, very clearly hitting them successfully in the head, and it doesn't count. And it's just like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, just I don't know why I'm bothering to say this, but do beware, sight is currently bugged. Either seek or just headshots in the game as a whole just don't work properly right now. I think it's easy to tell because of the primary accuracy, or whatever it's fucking called. You should be getting better crits on headshots in general, but it doesn't happen. And of course, you can also tell from ricochet rounds, and if the target dies.
Now
Anyway, so Warframes have got reworked for this patch. Was it Trinity and Nyx? Was it anyone else? Just Trinity and Nyx? Why do I have a level 30 Excalibur? Alright. Oh yeah, that reminds me, like, when the update released, they sent me a Boltor for free. So thanks.
when you need the job done proper, yeah?
Kume. I imagine Kume's already dead. No one's playing it already. Where's my free Caliban? Oh, isn't it?
We do make a sublime team, don't we?
Right. Maybe we should find a better spot to fashion her. And yes, I am going to fashion her. So I think I do quite like Eleanor's design. Very fitting. Eleanor looks evil, but also at the same time not. So I quite like it.
Shall we begin?
I wish you could do like prime details.
Hello, dear.
Which I'm like, oh dear. Right. Strip you down to nothing. Don't take that the wrong way. No. Right. Right. So what do I want to do with her? I like that they included this option, but let's be honest, community customizations fucking suck. None of these are good designs. Like, maybe this one. This one's okay. Like, none of these people have... Do you have functional eyes? Okay, actually, I kind of like that from the front. That's cool. Does it fit Nick's, though? The thing is, often these community customizations usually fucking suck. 9 times out of 10 they do. I don't really know what to do for color-wise. Now, the thing is, I was thinking that you could get prime details on her because I saw someone with her, but with prime details on. So I thought it was possible, but no, that person must have photoshopped that image. Which is fucking clever. I can't even be too mad about that. That's clever clickbait. Maybe we take saturation out. Yeah, it's basically like the same colour. Maybe make it a little bit darker. Again, I want the Arctic vibe. I really like the kind of Arctic vibe for Holvania. Granted, it's literally winter right now. So the moment we move out of winter, it's not going to make sense anymore. Excalibur has it just like grey, doesn't he? Have this spot? Right. For energy, Nyx doesn't have any formal ones. Interesting. For energy, it's just a little too white. That's better, but let's keep looking. Right, Signa, probably nothing. That probably looks really nice on her deluxe skin. Sure. Hello, Cody. Jump up. Jump up. Jump up. Hello. Hi. Yep. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's wrong? Why are you manic? What's happening? What's happening? What are you doing? Dog just fucking came and splattered himself all over me. What the fuck are you doing? Lie down. Go on. No. What are you doing? Right, goodbye. Caesar Spurs can make sense with her. I love this chest piece on certain frames, because it kind of resembles the HUD in Dead Space, which might have been intentional, to be frank. I don't think it quite fits here. The colours on it are off. Random thought, why is snow white? Could there be snow of like different colour on other planets? It's got to be something to do with chemistry, right? So if there's different chemistry, different coloured snow. Just play it safe and put another pseudo on. Maybe. Yeah. Got extension is back. I didn't even notice this upload a couple of days ago on Friday. I didn't notice it. It didn't pop up in my feed, and I am still subscribed to him. I thought I had unsubscribed. Apparently I didn't. And apparently it hit #1 trending. But yeah, I didn't notice it. And then he posted on Instagram, I think today. And then also today he posted an actual bigger video about one of his projects, which I'm considering going into. There's just one thing which irks me about Corey. I've talked about this before, I think. In that every time he disappears, he comes back to announce a new commercial product. And it makes it feel a little less genuine. It makes me suspicious, at least. Because every time without fail, he has something new to sell. Ooh. Okay, actually, I don't quite dislike that, though it does make me look like a fucking... What is it? Is it Xenoblade? No, it's Fire Emblem? Whichever anime game it is where the protagonist always has blue and red hair for some reason. Yeah, I fuck with that, alright. Now... Alright. Blender? Have they changed this? Nope. Alright, this... Let's change this build. Let's remove Aqua Blades. Hey D, please add more to a helmet. Just more shit. Give it more unique abilities. I was watching a video the other day and a guy said like making helmet builds is one of the most fun things to do in the game right now. Amid his glasses. It's not always been there. They said the most fun thing to do in the game now is to make helmet builds. I don't disagree. I don't know if I agree, but I don't disagree. Right, mind control. Right, so the augments we got here. Plus 1000% damage and 25% movement and attack speed. I still have a feeling this isn't that great. Alright. Since her whole kit has been changed, we need to change the whole thing, really. Alright. Assimilate. And pacifying bolts. That seems obvious. Corrosive projection probably doesn't make much sense on her. Don't know if she works with summon damage. Honestly, it might actually be Energy Siphon. I have not put Energy Siphon on a Warframe in a very long time. I mean, back in the day, 0.6 energy per second was crazy, because you could have 4 people running this, which meant 2.4 energy per second. Wow, that is so crazy. Yes. Back in the day, that was cracked. Right. Honestly, yeah, maybe still just corrosive projection. Sprint boost doesn't get much use because we'll be in Assimilate. I assume Assimilate still slows you down. Alright. So the main thing that's got reworked is a 2 and a 4, I think. Okay. Honestly, I don't know what to put on her. Seems like a fairly high energy cost for shit. Why is that sprint speed so specific? Do we need flow? Let's run flow. And then I'm just going to say, fuck it, let's sap on a little bit of everything. Range only really affects chaos, yeah. Right, intensify. Let's get some power efficiency on. Bosh. There we go. 4 energy a second. The 5 actually. Oh, we have negative duration. Yeah, we're gonna want. Yeah, we want more duration. Too much strength. There you go. 2 a second. Well, now we have too much efficiency. And honestly, I don't think I want mind control. Mind control still seems like an easy subsume off. This seems it could have some application on her. Keyword is could. I think we have enough duration. Duration is just for comfort, so I think just more strength. All reliable. Alright, let's make this a first slot. So what could we slap over her one? Reach Surge seems a little counterintuitive. No-ish. I didn't realize he even had Raffle Advance. Raffle Advance actually would make a lot of sense. The crit chance is flat, right? Which is why it allows any weapon to get red crits. Might just go for Raffle Advance and go for like a melee playstyle there. Which I think would actually make sense for her. Sure, let's put on Raffle Advance. I've only 1999 resources here. Alright, let's see how this goes. If we go Raffle Advance, melee, the arcane which gives bonus melee damage may make sense. Right, so we're gonna run that with this bounty, what, like 3 times? So that should only take 15-20 minutes. And then we run the finale quest, which I haven't seen yet, so I don't know what's going to happen. Either way, I figure it's not going to be the end of 1999's story, it's going to be the end of this part of it.
Did I forget to mention that the scrubbers are prone to spore buildup that can spontaneously form a creature that'll absolutely bump your therapist up a tax bracket? Shoot off any buildup and you shouldn't have a problem. Spores collecting on that scrubber.
Okay.
You need to shoot
Good
them
stuff.
off.
You can strip Overguard from XY, right?
Time is done.
I've heard people say that she's crazy good now. I take more extensive testing. I still just don't care much for Nyx. There's a time where I really liked running the rounds a while ago. Oh my god, these things are stupid now, though. I mean, we are one-shot these guys, so that's good.
And my thoughts just stop.
Also, I really hope we get more music from online future updates.
We're under attack.
I was expecting to see more red crits considering her passive as well. Yeah, I'm leaving her 5 minutes.
Having another health scrubber for regurgitation. Disgusting.
Feels like your survival goes down slower. Yeah, slower in this mode. Which I think is good. If it went down at the same rate, this would probably be really annoying to play. It feels weird to be playing a survival mission just in open air like this. Oh, there's another Nexus. It doesn't feel like the psychic bolts are really spreading at all. They're supposed to spread after you get a kill now, right? Each kill gives you an extra 2 within their duration based. I don't see their duration at all. Yeah, there's supposed to be a debuff duration. And then once that duration runs out, they stop spreading. There's no duration, so I think it's bugged. It's great. We haven't actually used the simulator tool. Doesn't help.
While Scaldra is distracted,
Oh well.
I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions.
Also, DE said the bike being
Don't worry,
available
I'll share.
in any tile set was not intended, but we're gonna keep it.
But it wouldn't
Sounds
be
jolly
very
good.
much fun if you left now. Scrubber going critical. Fix it or lose it to the tech rot, which will be the least of your problems.
I still don't quite like how it controls, so I mean I wouldn't use it, but spectacle. Oh wait,
I warned you. I totally warned
Ash.
you. And now, it wants to have a conversation.
To return to the
Get to cover.
Spore count is approaching terminally unfun levels. Activate another health scrubber.
Marking that.
I like how we have a voice line for when they're marking something. The key is always marked on the ground, so it shouldn't be hard to find. Normally though it's way closer by. So now I'm worried. Normally it's on the same tile every time I found it so far. I'm pretty sure we're on a different tile now. I've also never seen it above ground before. Great.
Spores collecting on that scrubber. You need to shoot them off. Scrubber going critical. Fix it or lose it to the tech rot, which will be the least of your problems.
A deal of aggression.
Spore levels critical. There's no coming back from this. Get out of there! I warned you. I totally warned you. And now, it wants to have a conversation. Having another health scrubber for regurgitation. Disgusting. Did I forget to mention that the scrubbers are prone to spore buildup? That can spontaneously form a creature that'll absolutely bump your therapist up a tax bracket. Shoot off any buildup and you shouldn't have a problem!
Please select destination.
These offerings are pure. By the Mother.
These are a bargain, just for you. You have excellent taste.
You know how mold can grow on your water filter if you don't clean it enough? Well, shoot any buildup off the health scrubbers unless you want to get unsubscribed from life. More's collecting on that scrubber. You need to shoot them off.
Steady on, lads. One at a time. And my thoughts just stop.
My code is working. Hell Scrubbers primed, Tech Rot regurgitating. Watch out for Scaldra. They want those Scrubbers back to protect their own bases.
Should we all pick a target and get creative? Something out there wants to kill us.
Do something about that Scrubber before it does something about you. Hell Scrubber coming up near you.
Time is done. And so it goes. Breathing a lot of anger and not much intelligence.
You're gonna lose that Scrubber, bucko. If the buildup gets any worse, it's gonna start making decisions. I told you to clean your Hell Scrubbers. Now look at what you have to deal with. Ah, I sound like
Aggression. Your turn.
Hell Scrubber activated, contamination dropping. While Scaldra is distracted, I'm taking the opportunity to make some new acquisitions. Like this. Don't worry, I'll scan. Got enough. Marking extraction. Hi. Could do more. A lot more. You've really just done the minimum.
We're under attack.
scrubber going critical. Fix it or lose it to the tech rot, which will be the least of your problems. I said shoot the pus off that... Oh, too late. Coming up next.
Right, so that's 2 or 3 runs, right? Yep. And then I'll make up the rest of the reputation with just the items. Warframe Meatball's going to be doing a playthrough of the quest, I think, soon. Is that today? Was it yesterday? Might have already happened. And so is Mactix, or whatever that guy was called. Right, so my priority is going to be to get in here, find the... Okay.
Board's collecting on that scrubber. You need to shoot them off.
Working as intended. 0 out of 7. Right. So I want to get in here and I want to find the vault. Assuming it hasn't already been looted, which I doubt. It's only been 1 minute. But again, maybe I'm being a dick and I'll be better off looking for extraction.
Let's fight.
Remember that chili con carne I left in the fridge for 2 months? Let the hell scrubbers sit too long, and they'll spawn the same sort of thing, but, you know, with a crap ton of predatory hardware. Shoot off any buildup before it converts you to past tense.
I wonder what Nix's play rate. I'm always interested in, like, how does a frame play rate actually change after a reload? What the fuck is going on over here? Holy shit, is that a Valvan? Who the fuck plays Valvan in this fucking year?
Deactivating code.
It's so funny, Valvan got reworked, and I was like, oh my god, he's the most broken frame in the game. And then, like, within a couple months, he died again. And I was like, who the fuck is Valvan? So the rework made him really strong. He is really strong, but he's now just super fucking boring. So now you still see, like, no one playing him. Like, why would you play him when Protea exists? It's just does everything he does but better. Literally everything. The Valvan gives teammates extra armor. Protea has fucking shield grenades. Valvan has, to be fair, the shrapnel grenade, where it is, the Flechette Orb. Flechette Orb probably is ultimately better than Blaze Artillery because it has unlimited scaling. But Blaze Artillery is really fucking good. They both have armor strip. Protea is just better. 90% of scenarios. And more fun. Arguably more important. Something I haven't really said this yet, but it's been on my mind for a while now. Is the 1999 feels so good to play, because like there's so much shit happening. Right? Like, even the exterminate missions, I fucking love exterminate missions now. I mean, I actually liked them before, as like a casual thing, but now I actually running exterminate missions in 1999 actually feels really good. So it almost feel like a mini fucking raid encounter. Because you're fighting enemies, and then fucking Victor calls up and says, Stormfall, or whatever the fuck. And he's like, drop in, lick my balls, whatever the fuck. He comes in, and then there's fucking ships flying overhead, there's bombs dropping, there's guys dropping in from the fucking balloons, there's Xmas enemies everywhere. Then you're putting up your wall hacks and sniping people through walls. It's so good, it's so engaging, it's so different to regular Warframe. They managed to make fucking exterminate missions like the peak of this game's content. There you go. It's outrageous to not complete these, because these are so fucking easy. This one is easier than the other one. Not doing these is fucking outrageous, and there's some people who apparently actually struggle to do these. What the fuck? Is that gonna bug out? What the fuck? No, don't tell me I don't get an arcane now. Don't tell me I'm the one that fucking did it and I'm the only one that doesn't get...
That scrubber, bucko.
You're taking the piss. Oh my god. The other one, I can almost understand organic, because it can be hard to find all 5 of her on things. But that one, it literally takes like 5 seconds. The game fucking marks it for you. All you need to do is just shoot your epitaph once or twice, and then just go pick up a thing which is still marked on the map, and that's it.
So, who's this for?
There's no way to do this smoothly, it seems.
No problema. This is a good... Let's see what you got. Fine. Wait. Be safe.
Yeah, not doing that survival one is just outrageous. Because it's pretty much... you're always going to encounter a catches first of all. They're always in the path of the mission. So you're always going to know where they are. You're always going to get the prompts to do them. That one's not even on a fucking time limit, and it literally takes like 2 seconds to do. And it gives you a fucking arcane for free. Like, not doing it is outrageous. And of course, I'm the person who fucking did it, and I'm the only person who doesn't fucking get it. That's so ridiculous. That's actually fucking insulting. Look at that, site already going up in usage ranks. That's the thing, obviously, look, all these frames have like hundreds of hours on, so it takes ages to get actual high usage out of them. Right, there you go, so that's our faction rep, and we talk to Klimos. Attempt New Year's Eve again. So everyone's linked up here. Let's go. 15 minutes.
We're not gonna make it, man.
Maybe we cut our losses like we should have done weeks ago.
What's he talking about, Marty?
I told you this was a setup!
I can't.
So we're spat back out here.
The first to die.
Really just to find out what's going to happen here.
She's in his back. Eleanor, you still okay?
Fine.
What's going on down there?
Now, if it's as simple as we just magically help them and now we just don't die, I'm going to be really disappointed.
No.
Because they are trying to do a theme here. And if they do that, that theme is not going to be executed. And it'll just be embarrassingly bad. I have a bad feeling that's what's about to happen. This Eleanor is still saying we here. And she's still saying that.
Eleanor, hold here. I'll clear the gas.
So this sequence is making me like the goddamn Latron. That's so cursed.
Eleanor!
She's in his bag collecting it.
Making sure that you are still you.
Of course we are. You can be too. Eleanor, only here to help. It's up to you.
Eleanor!
I'm here.
And I thought we were becoming friends.
Things I'm wondering, how does the loop fit into this? Because obviously, if they're aware of the loop is, we're not actually in the loop. We're leaving the loop and we're going back to the original loop. We're not. That's weird. We are literally revisiting it. So obviously, if we're in the loop, then it would happen differently, so you know what happens.
This is what they want. Hold!
What the hell? Wait. Quincy!
You are proper shit at directions, Arthur. Heads down while I do my job, alright, mate?
Show off. Better make a move, though. They'll get on you.
Ha! I'm seeing this through. Not today, Mama.
Area secure. Godspeed, Amir.
You forget! Albrecht's going to burn them all anyway!
Only type so fast.
In original, we played the mirror at this moment.
Is that supposed to happen?
Amir? Aoi, can you do something?
Why is there a clock right above the nuclear reactor?
I don't know. Hold them in.
Also, I gotta be honest, I don't think a nuclear reactor really looks like that. But well.
Aoi, stop!
trying so hard to stop me.
We're not gonna make it, man! I can't even compile in time.
Then we go down swimming.
Not now. Not now.
Mir, slow it down.
I don't have time.
Hold out your hand.
Just go. Done. Andrade.
Failed.
Sorry about your hand. What? You. Wait. No.
Hey, let's get out of here, Arthur. Both of us. Okay?
Okay. Your heart would struggle to lose them. It had to grow. The only way it ever does. With others. Carry this power with mercy, Tenno.
What a day.
Well, that burned a few calories.
Man ain't nothing without his mates. Respect.
Right here by your side. Now and always.
I'm afraid to die. I'm glad I didn't. Hey, after this, we go for dinner.
That was okay. I'm thinking of doing like a Warframe quest tier list.
Less an armory, more of a pedestal this way.
I'm still very much confused as to how that fits into the canon at this point.
We're all just
It seems like what happened is we go through a first... Well, first of all, there's loops before we even started the quest, because Albert was mentioning that. But we're not aware of those for whatever reason. So whatever happened then happened, and then we played the quest, and then we started the new loop. That's a nice looking Excalibur. Then we started a new loop, and then we do that loop to then understand them. And then we say, fuck that. And then we jump back to the original loop of the quest. And then we correct it, because now that we understand them better, we can now use transference to help.
If you ever wonder why you're in a situation like this?
It really doesn't work with the theme. It doesn't. I don't like this kind of storytelling where you say the theme and you try to vaguely link the mechanics of the plot to the theme, rather than more explicitly so. If you want a better exploration of this very same theme that we've been dealing with in this story, look at a game I fucking played last night, where I went silent for like an hour after getting to the end. Oh man. It's perfect. It's just look at the game we played last night. If you want to see a similar story to this, but better. It is vaguely similar, but some of the themes are the same. So... when do you get your romance scene then?
Maybe get something off your chest?
So I was thinking, if anything, about the end of that. Maybe it's at the end of the calendar year. Maybe. In which case we have to wait a fucking month for it.
Arthur, inventory done.
Yeah, so I'm confused as to how exactly that fits into canon. And then that scene with Lloyd at the end there. So that's Lloyd in present, looking back at whatever we're doing, somehow. How do you fucking measure that? I don't fucking know. He's tapping away at his data pad. And then one of the vessels shows up. Flashes a peace symbol. Is that us or is that Wally? So I don't know. I doubt it's Wally, so it's probably us.
Always something. Always something.
We still don't... What are we even trying to prevent? None of our questions have really been answered yet. We don't know why we're even fucking here. We don't know what Wally's plan is. If Wally's plan involves shit in the past, then surely it's already happened. So the thing is, I love the aesthetic and everything about 1999. Of course, I just think all this multiversal and time travel bullshit has been handled quite poorly by DE. And I think that's quite bad, especially since recently, just this year, we got one of the best examples of a multiverse I've seen ever in Final Fantasy VII. Where it's actually pertinent to the themes and has, at least right now, solid theories as to exactly how it works. one thing I do like though is that this is there's very much a continuity here. Often with Warframe is content islands, right? They just introduce this one thing and then move on to something else, right? But here, since the release of demos, they've been building up on this, right? They released demos in, was it 2020? And then after demos, we got a new war, I think, which then set up Wally. And then they returned to the demos. They added a quest which had Lloyd in it. Then they added on Dante, because why the fuck not? And then they added this, and then we're going to continue with this presumably. There's also Jade Shadows, just out of nowhere. Yeah, so actually doing like a continuity here, which is cool. It's just the continuity isn't great. Again, I really hope we get a follow-up on Stalker's story, because I think that's definitely the strongest narrative thread I have to pull on right now. Also, I'm glad we didn't get romance scene, to be honest, because it would not feel earned at all at this point. I do not know his characters nearly enough for that. Why isn't chat here? They still need to do a lot more stuff before anything like that seems reasonable.
Use these to cleanse the unclean. Of course, my Tenno.
These are our best deals.
I don't think there's anything else I want to do. Yeah, so that was fine. I'm glad I did it, at least. Again, it's kind of... I didn't smile once, I was completely straight-faced the whole time. Ironically, basically complete apathy. If you want to see the themes of this story executed better, Final Fantasy VII Remake. It does pretty much this exact story. Pretty much the exact same story. If we're being real, this is literally just Final Fantasy VII, but it's Warframe now. It's the exact same story, but way, way, way better. This story, I have complete apathy for, whereas Final Fantasy VII is like my second favourite game of all time now. Or look at Nier, or look at any other fucking game which looks at anything related to these themes. And you'll probably get something better out of it. The impressive part of 1999 is the new Warframe reworks, and the new tile set. So the new tile set is probably my favourite one in the game. At least it is right now. The new tile set, or it's less for what the tile set is, and more so for functionality of it, like all the dynamic feeling of it. And the streets being a unique functional way. It feels completely different to traditional Warframe, but only because of just like the level design. It still feels like Warframe, but it's so incredibly fresh and new. It's perfect. So that's the impressive part of 1999. I'm probably not going to stream any more of 1999. Maybe I'll do a stream like once for each season. So I will continue to try to level up for Syndicate, because I do want to get the new arcanes and stuff. But yeah, otherwise, yeah. And again, a big part of my problem is just that we're not playing as the fucking operator. as I pointed out in, like, I think the last stream I did, why have us develop the operator since 2015, technically 2013, or whenever the game first released? Why do that and then just drop them for a drifter? Because they're not the same character. They aren't. That's not how fucking multiverses work. And stop fucking saying that. Multiple things try to do that. They say it's the same person but from different. No, that's not how a fucking world works. Do you not realise the philosophical statement you're making by making that assertion? Do you not realise that? They just assume it is true, and they assume it's reasonable to say that. No, it's fucking not. Yeah, most definitely isn't. If you want to say it's the same person, you have to give some strong reasoning to justify it. And the only justification would be that it's the same universe, except, like I said, say before, with like how multiverse works. So there'd be no rule. It'd be a new multiverse created every single time an atom has a different fucking reaction or anything. So there'd be trillions of multiverses created every single picosecond. And so that means there'd be trillions, an infinite number, almost infinite, which obviously doesn't make sense, an almost infinite number of multiverses every single picosecond, and therefore most of those would be the same. That's the only way you can make it work. But at that point, why are you doing a fucking multiverse? Right? If you take a multiverse to what it makes sense, which is that what I just described. That's the only one which really makes logical sense. But if you do that, then it completely destroys the stakes. But if you don't do that, then it completely breaks immersion. Because you're like, well, why are these rules of a fucking multiverse? Final Fantasy VII's kind of gotten around that with the whispers. And also the fact that we just don't really have an explanation for it yet. It might be a problem in Part 3. But it isn't a problem yet. So... highly reflective glass. Was that reflecting? Is that reflecting my room? Because that doesn't make sense. I hope not. It might be reflecting that. I think it is, okay. I don't know. Yeah, the Drifter should never have been a separate character to the Operator. They never should have been. It should have always literally been when the Operator just grew up. So we've been playing as them since 2015, 2016. So in that time, they would have grown up. It should have been as simple as that. If you do it via fucking time skip, then fine. But the logical way to have done it would have been a fucking training arc or some shit rotation. Just anything but this. They chose pretty much the worst way they could have possibly taken Warframe's story. It's just endlessly frustrating. I don't know how much of this was like Rebecca's creative team and how much of it was Steve's. Whoever's decision it was to do this, I think it was a big mistake. Clearly. It does allow us to get this aesthetic. We could have also gotten the same kind of aesthetic though by just going to a different place on Earth and saying, oh, that's how this place on Earth is right now. Obviously, you'd have to find some kind of lore justification for that. You might have to do some retcons, God forbid. But anything is better than where we've taken the story here, I'd say. But mechanically, Warframe is still doing top draw, so whatever. But I used to play Warframe for a story, so having it go like this is really saddening. Which is why whenever I talk about Warframe nowadays, I kind of have no enthusiasm about it. I used to go so hard on recommending Warframe to people. Always, I'd go so hard and be like, you should play Warframe, you really should play Warframe. If you want a free-to-play game, play Warframe. You want a live surface, play Warframe. You want a third-person shooter, play Warframe. Now I just don't really acknowledge it. I only mention it to talk about how I have almost 7,000 hours in the game, so people can mock me. That's the only time I mention Warframe nowadays, because I don't know, I've grown a little bit apathetic to it. Yeah, they really need to clean some of this stuff up. Okay, I want to take a quick look at what I can actually buy from the faction as is.
Letty, what do you need? Let me know when you have...
Also, there's a lot of contradictory information as to what you actually needed to unlock the finale. Some people say you need to get everyone to like, some people say you only need to get the faction to rank 3, some people say you need to get faction to rank 5, some people say to get the faction to rank 5 you need everyone to like you. So there's so much contradictory information out there, so I wouldn't trust anything that's out there right now. Just talk to them. I'm going to pick up these skins, they're pretty easy to get as well, only 10,000. For scenes, 25k each, it's not too bad. I mean, that's 1 1/5 a day. Also, I do like these pixel art glyphs as well.
Fine. Walk good.
Quincy, I sense a wave of warmth and affection for you. From the people of this neighborhood. Whatever did you do? Welcome. Shall we?
And this arcane I'm going to max out first. People are saying this is crazy on certain weapons. This is crazy if you have a negative... On certain weapons, if you have a negative damage arcane. So you can... If you make it so you only have puncture on a weapon, this then starts doing some crazy shit maths-wise, and you can literally reach several thousand crit multiplier. But it isn't actually that good, because you only have puncture damage on your weapon. So surprisingly, even though you have a several thousand critical multiplier, it's still better to actually just mod a weapon regularly. Which is why I think DE shouldn't patch it. Leave it as is. This arcane is quite disappointing, because the only frames that use this don't need it. The 3 Warframes which use as well... There's also Wisp. Wisp uses it decently. Inaro's Wisp, Grendel, and Nidus. None of them particularly need it. Grendel does like power strength, yes. So fair enough on him. But he has actually, he doesn't have lowest health. Nidus has the lowest health out of those. Or Wisp. But Inaro's... I don't really even fucking know what he needs on his build. Inaro's does not feel like a very responsive thing to build. Right now, it feels like wherever you plug on him, he just does the same thing. I know, it's weird. Yeah, I don't know how much strength benefits him. You do not care for strength on Nidus. I'm so sick of people saying to build maximum strength on Nidus. No, you don't. You build maximum range. And then strength, you don't need much more than 200. I mean, there's no reason to not get strength. It's not like it's bad for you, but it's not good. Max out your range and keep your duration positive, and then go for strength, I guess. But you're not going to have enough slots for it at that point anyway. Yeah, you want 200 strength, 280 range, at least 100% duration, and you can dump efficiency on Nidus. But you also, of course, you want health, because he's a health tank. So this doesn't do much for him on Nidus, so he doesn't care for strength. So yeah, Inaros, I don't know how much benefit it has on, and on Wisp, I don't see why you'd run this over Molt Augmented, because you're not going to get maximum stacks out of it, even if you do build her for full health tank. But I do wonder, can this... Is it paradoxical with Wisp, in that you place down a health moat and you gain health, so that increases your power strength. So then when you place down another moat, you have more health, and so then it gives you more power strength, and then you just repeat it until you get to maximum power strength. Does that work? It probably doesn't, because you need 250 max health. But 250 max health is a fucking lot. 250, that's 4 stacks per 1,000. Which means 24 per 1,000. Which means this needs over 3,000 health. Yeah, you need over 3,000 health. You need 3,250 health to max this out. For it to be worth it, for it to be as good as Molt Augmented, you need 2,500. So, yeah. The only frames that are going to be able to get this to maximum is like Inaros. And at this point, you're putting in so much work to get value out of this, when you could just run Molt Augmented and then just not build your frame for as much health. So yeah, this arcane is not good. This is interesting. This is specifically from Necros, it seems. It'd be cool if this worked on Nyx for mind control and chaos, but I don't think it does. You could put this on Nidus. Maybe. If you need to reach that power strength quota, this is the only way you can do it. I think that'd work. I mean, 20% movement speed would be nice for maggots. To speed up your mutation gain, right? This is funky. You could run this on Frost. Frost would quite easily cap this out on each cast, I think. So you could run this on Frost and get a viral primer out of him. That'd be very interesting. This is niche. Some weapons this would be really good on, but otherwise it's niche. This is a meme arcane. To make it actually good, it's so niche. This is a meme. It's funny, but it is just a meme. This will never actually be good. Good on Necros. I don't know who else though. Maybe Nidus. I don't know who else. No one's really tested this yet, so I don't know. We don't really know how this works. This could be cracked. It could be. Good on Frost. Maybe good on Steinax. He gets plenty of overguard. Probably good on Dante for a free viable prime ring. Nyx doesn't give you a whole lot of overguard, so probably not great on her actually. Dump, awful. Some weapons just cracked on. I heard it's great on Nucore. Any weapon with like a low crit rate but a high multiplier, this would be really good on. So I think it's a flat percent. It's flat, so that's a... Yeah, so that's crazy. So I can go all the way up to guaranteed. Actually, holy shit, yeah, that could be cracked. Wait, just thinking about it, I thought, for some reason I thought he's going to cap out at 100%. No, he's going to keep going. So on Cuba Nucore, the way this is going to go is over the span of like a second or two, you're going to go from getting no crits at all to suddenly fucking red crits, and then back to no crits at all. That's going to be wild. Oh my god, that would be so fun. Okay, I want that. Then there's this, which is good for Ashe, Loki, Ivara, Sight. Actually, quite exciting this for Ivara. This could be really good for Ivara. Could actually help her a lot. Obviously, you can put Invis on any frame now, thanks to Sight, which is why I want to grind an extra copy of him. Granted, you could already do it thanks to Ivara's Cloak Arrow. Yeah, so this is also good. This is my top priority. This is second priority now because of that. Then probably this. And then the other ones, I have to find out. If this is good for Lavos, that'd be really good. What I imagine this means is that every time you apply a unique status with an ability, it gives you one stack. And so, how many status effects are there in the game? Like 10? So this would be 30% power strength, 30% efficiency, 60% strength, which sounds about right. So Varuna would be able to keep this at maximum stats, probably. Or at least close to. Would that be worth it for her, though? I'm not sure. Lavos might be able to keep us at maximum stats. He'd be able to keep it at high stats. And he does like a good bit of efficiency. Unfortunately, I feel like frames which use this really well don't need it. Citrine will do really well with it. Obviously, any frame just supplies a lot of status.
Squeamish. Goodbye for now.
Sight won't use it well because you'd have to change your element.
Let her rip.
Not Nova, not Necros, not Frost, not Volt, not Nyx, not Gauss. Maybe Gauss. Gauss applies Fire, Cold, and Blast. And Puncture, I think, on his ultimate. And Slash on his 1. But does Gauss need efficiency and strength? Jaya, no. Hildren, no. Dagoth, no. Varuna, yes. Sight, no. Jade, no. Protea, no. Grendel. Grendel applies Viral and Toxins, and I think nothing else. Does he apply gas with his augment? Still, that's not a lot. Protea, no. Mesa, no. Seren, maybe? Seren has Corrosive, Viral, and Toxin, I think, base kit. Rhino, no. Excalibur, no. Nidus, no. Banshee, no. Wisp. Wisp has Radiation, Corrosive, and Electric. I think. Wukong no, Ivara no, Nezha has fire, and I feel like he has impact or something else as well, and Puncture on his 4. Ash no, Trinity no, Octavia no, Valkyria no, Harrow no, Mag no, Oberon no, Zaku no, Lavos maybe, Mirage no, Garuda no, Revenant no, Hildren no, Chroma no, Ember no, Gara no, Vorban no, Sevagoth no, Equinox no, Korra no, Hydroid. Hydroid applies impact, corrosive, viral, and does his 4 apply magnetic still? Maybe Hydroid, actually, surprisingly. Loki no, Zephyr no, Yareli no, Citrine maybe, Caliban no, Limbo no, Baruch no, Inaros no, Atlas no, Titania no, Gara no, Wisp no, Caloro no, Revenant no, Octave Ruby no, Reese, Steinax no, Nidus no, Corvex no, Sevagoth no, Harrow no, Dante no, Kume would work with it. Baruch no, Dante no. Look at my Sevagoth fashion. Sevagoth Prime looks so fucking cool, man. So cool. I love his design so much. I love Kume's design as well, but obviously I have problems with her kit. Big problems. Dante. Right, I've been meaning to test Dante. Because I thought he was crap now. After testing him post-nerf. But people still say he's S tier, so I have to check it.
Oh, you will love these.
Cosmetics only.
Take it easy.
The thing is, if a Warframe is only good at support, then they're not a good Warframe. Because any Warframe can be good at support now, like Frost. Frost gives your team infinite overguard, whilst also being the best armor stripper in the game. Whilst also giving crit buffs as well. Right, and so that immediately makes any frame which is like a dedicated armor stripper or dedicated overguard provider completely redundant. It's funny that some people still think Foster's weak. Foster's a fucking hero now. I love it. I've always loved Frost, but over the last couple years, he went from being utter dog shit to being one of the best frames in the game, and nobody just noticed until it's too late. Right, so we're gonna get all these enemies together. It doesn't even nuke all of them. I'm surprised that worked. Ah. Maybe they weren't primed. Okay. Which one summons the status owl? There you go. Alright. Ah, line of sight. Still not an outright nuke. This is a pretty powerful exalted weapon. Still. Oh. Alright, the fact that he does all of this, in one kit is good. But yeah, the damage still isn't crazy good anymore. Or maybe there's just something wrong with my build. No, that is a possibility. But my build was great before. So I'd be surprised if it wasn't good now. I mean, I have very high strength, clearly. So yeah, with this about strength, if this isn't nuking, I don't think anything else would. You don't see many Dartes in the wild nowadays. I have not seen one in ages. But I think with Final Verse, I do concur it was a little bit too much, but I feel like the nerf was too great to it. I feel like they removed the line of sight on both the dot absorption and the damage dealing. I feel like they should have only disabled the line of sight restriction on one of those two things. So again, the way this works, it takes all of the damage from that range and line of sight. It takes all that slash dot. So there you go. So all dot, it takes it from that range and line of sight restriction, and then it detonates it all at once, and it multiplies it. And so both the dot, previously, neither the dot or the damage dealt had any line of sight restriction. So just took all dots within that range and then dealt it to all of the enemies within that range. So it was literally just a fucking 50-meter delete button, right? That was a little bit too much, even though Gauss basically has the same thing and doesn't have to cast as often and it scales better, but where people aren't ready to hear that, apparently. People forget Gauss has the best nuke in the game. Again, people saying about how broken this was, Gauss is still better. Gauss does have less range, I'll give you that. But Gauss's damage-wise is still way better than this. It always has been. Gauss scales infinitely. This theoretically wouldn't. I mean, I haven't tested it myself, but the damage is finite. The damage is based on this. But yeah, I feel like they should have either made it so that only the damage that it takes from dots, only the damage it stores is line of sight restricted, or the damage it deals is line of sight restricted. I think disabling or putting line of sight on both was too much. Because not only did that nerf its effective range significantly, but it also gutted the actual damage it deals. So that means not only does it have shit range now, but it also doesn't have impressive damage anymore. So again, the thing is here, I am testing this, mind you, I am testing this against groups of 20 enemies. This is scaling off of enemy density, right? It nukes your trash very easily. Anything above that, though, takes very little. Now, his Noctua can clean them up pretty well, but it's not just strength, of course, it's also responsiveness, it's playstyle. It's not really fun to charge up your nuke like this, and then have to finish enemies off with Noctua anyway. Quite frankly, maybe it's better if I use Noctua to fly. Man. So yeah, when I last tested Dante, the damage numbers were shit. Like, they weren't, like, disappointing, they were bad. They were failing to nuke even with basic trash, because again, it scales off enemy density. Right, so... take these guys. Not 20 of them. Actually, yes, 20 of them, right? And let's go here. Right, so that's 3 of them. Didn't even kill all of them. Right? Let's redo that. Right. So we're gonna apply slash like 3 guys here. 4. It didn't even kill these fucking butchers, right? In a regular mission, enemies are not grouped up this generously for you. They are not. Now right here, as we fail on butchers, the actual just slash itself tends to kill them. Right, but in regular missions, enemies are not grouped up this well for you, which means damage is not even nowhere near as good as this. This is like peak performance, what you're seeing right now, and even this is still not great. Right? It's like, why go for that when I can instead do... Why do that when I can instead do this? Right? What's with all these smoke effects? What the fuck is going on here? And also, if I pick a better weapon than Arcoplasmor, he'll be in one shot. Let's just go natural. Right, we're doing literally the same thing here. In fact, we're doing more, right? We're doing the damage, we're doing armor stripping as well, and we're getting Overguard for the whole team, right? So Dante is now just a worse Frost, pretty much. The not underrate Frost in modern year. The other thing, this does not depend on enemy density. The Overguard does, but so does it also relies on enemy density for Dante as well. But also survivability relying on enemy density isn't bad, because that only kind of makes sense. You should only have survivability problems if there is a high enemy density. So it's fine. That's the thing here as well. If we look at this, the blast here is killing everything. We're not even hitting 2 targets. Just 1 blast prop is enough to wipe out the entire group of enemies. Right? So my point is, Dante was nerfed too hard. Trinity. Where's Trinity? I'm literally hovering over her. Right, Trinity. First of all.
Vámonos.
Meh. I'm actually gonna like that. Trinity has really nice helmets. Trinity is one of my favorite Warframe designs, and of course I love playing support in games, but she's fallen off so hard. Right, Well of Life is still trash, so we're going to pretend it doesn't exist. Negative duration builds aren't great now, from what I've heard. Right, so now the way Energy Vampire works is that the higher your duration, the more total energy you're going to get. So you can still run negative duration, get all your energy immediately. Or you can run high duration and have a more constant source. 37 energy seems low. Was it always that? Huh. I remember back in the days when a baiting link allowed you to nuke using Castanas. So Link now scales its enemies affected with power strength. Still not a lot though. Blessing is the same. And Will of Life is still a subsume off ability. That's useless. That is useless. It would need to be 200% of max energy as health for this to even be like worth considering. This will never have an effect. That's useless. Let's try to make a build. Okay, let's empty it. But we want combat discipline. That's for sure. Do we not even get that bonus ourselves? Because if so, that's fucking outrageous. That should apply to yourself as well. Okay, it does apply to yourself. Great. That would have been outrageous. 652 health. Lose 10 health on kills. So that's be 65 kills before you kill yourself. That's not bad. You can deal with that. Right, we want to run. That's interesting. Champion's Blessing. And a baiting link. Honestly, a baiting link really should be base gear though. This definitely seems like the lazier rework. We want loads of power strength. Loads. We also want some duration. Can we have some not negative mods in this polarity, please? Oh my god. If you have two Vs. .20 meter radius is alright. Right, maybe that's excessive energy restore. .64 per pulse. Okay, maybe we don't need that much strength. .29 meters seems good. Champion's Blessing was the same, right? Yep. So just give it to a whole team? It really should be team-wide. The thing is, in Warframe, if you're going to run support, you need to be really fucking supportive. Right? Your support power needs to be really fucking strong. Like what Harrow has, the team is always at maximum health. always maximum energy, and you give them a chunky crit buff. And also, she has no overguard in her kit, which immediately makes her the worst support. Because any good support has overguard in their kit now, so I don't know. I feel like this is still a dud. I run Arcane Aegis, so she just has no chance of ever dying. So on something better than Naturak. Right, now Everlasting Water, I don't know why I have this on, but I do. I can't be bothered to take it off. Oh, well that's blast damage doing this job. Wait, how many enemies is that linked? Oh, you can now move whilst casting it. Okay, that's good. Unfortunately, because of my overguard, we're never going to get any health damage, so... The thing is, you could already get Trinity to perform well. You already could get her to perform well, because 350% crit is a big deal. Why am I just like automatically healing over any damage I take from combat at this point? Is it health orbs? We have too many fucking health orbs. The health orbs is actually stopping us from using combat discipline. Oh my god. That's fucking hilarious. Right, let's turn them on. And let's raise their level. Oh, never mind. Oh, Arcane Avenger does work on shields damage now, doesn't it? It didn't used to. It used to only work on health damage. So combat discipline is a little bit less necessary now. Yeah, so it's fair to say Trinity is now immortal, functionally. It's also there, we get a 2.5 second overguard window. Oh, sorry, we get 2.5 seconds iframes when our shield goes down, thanks to my putting on redirection. And so that's more than enough time to cast Blessing and then fully restore your shield. I mean, Trinity could do that before rework. Trinity did have some stuff going for her pre-rework, and I don't think this really changes her at all. It'll make her more comfortable. And having that armor strip, being able to armor strip like 10 enemies at once now, that is nice, definitely. Does it scale off strength? Or is it range? It's strength. So yes, 7 enemies at once. How can you get it to 8? 9 is going to require 300% strength. That's a bit much. Alright, still 7. Need 266. What are we at right now? Oh, we only need another 3% strength. Okay, let's... Hopefully we can do it. We can sort something out. Evidently, Champion's Blessing, I don't think it's going to work. Just Health Orbs are actually too good. And also, yeah, this only works on health. This doesn't work on shield, which makes it even worse. So we're actually going to remove Champion's Blessing. Don't need Vampire's Leech. Then we can just slap on more strength. That gets us to 8. Tiny bit of an extra cast speed, I guess. So yeah, an 8 target link. That's nice. 8 targets feels fair. With how our game currently is, I probably would personally move base up from 3 to 4. But it's fine. Things obviously, if you give the support Warframe too many offensive options, then you could have a problem. But right now, the problem with Trinity is that she just kind of has nothing. There's no reason to run her over any other frame. All she has to her name is energy regeneration. But she's no more... Well, she is really tanky, I suppose. But she's supposed to be support, not a tank. And any Warframe can do this. Right now. So this is just Latron Prime being OP as fuck. This isn't Trinity. The armor stripping helps, but if I put on Frost right now... I mean, Nautilus doesn't like grouping frozen enemies, but... There you go. To be Frost does the same thing, but better, because he has Overguard. It's again like Frost. Frost is the best fucking support in the frame. Frost, of all fucking frames, is the best support frame in the game now. It's so goofy. Also, Dagoth. Apparently people think Dagoth is bad. which is wild to me. I think Dagoth is easily one of the best trainers in the game. Okay, yeah, people are saying that Viral isn't a good damage type anymore since the rework. Since the damage rework. Clearly not. You think that's not viable damage? Are you serious? In what realm is that damage not viable? Is it not nuking level cap? Sorry, is that not good enough for you? To be fair, what the fuck's going on with this guy? That's the thing, we have so many damage-based Warframes which fulfill support capabilities anyway, and then we have Warframes like this which don't fucking need them. Dagoth does not need Trinity because Dagoth is literally immortal, whilst also generating their own energy orbs. The only thing that limits Dagoth from being the best frame in the game is the fact that their damage just goes in a straight line. Why the fuck are there smoke clouds everywhere? That's the only thing that limits Dagoth. But otherwise, they're completely fucking unstoppable. Bear in mind, most of Warframe is just corridors. Yeah, Dagoth is still OP as fuck.
Quincy K, reporting for duty. Looking sick. That feels proper raw, cuz. Pull up, clean up, ride down. Clean kill.
Interesting, yeah. So I was curious about that. So it seems, the way this works is that it's just a buff. It's not like you have punch through on these enemies. It's not like you have punch through in that direction. You just have punch through. We're that far away, we still have punch through. That far away, you still have punch through. So it's just a duration-based punch through buff. Alright, is that it? Are we done?
Do you? I got this pattern.
I don't know about anyone else, but I found just Cyprus and Carl to be a little bit disappointing. Alright, what was my weapon before? With Confex.
Alright, fam. Off you go.
It does still confuse me a bit with this is the weapon they went for.
Hey, not even a challenge. Come on.
It's a fun weapon to use, definitely, but I just don't get why they released it with Sight. And nothing else. But I get if they released this and then some secondary, which he also worked really well with, but it was just this. Oh, he's doing way better. Alright. That's it.